My story isn't that unique in the sense that I lived for many years waking up with the same experience. The 3 a.m. shame game. I hate myself. I am these okay, so this is the things I would say to myself. I hate myself. How did I end up here again? I said I wasn't going to drink last night. Um, I'm underperforming in every avenue of my life. This is the sixth time I've tried to get sober. Nothing seems to stick. I don't want to live a life without booze. What am I going to do? Stay at home and be by myself? Booze is how I socialize. This is how we connect. I mean, like if I were to stop drinking, how am I going to go on a vacation with my husband? How am I going to go out on Friday night with my, right? So all of that. And so, but what was actually happening is I also thought I was owed some kind of great life, and it wasn't happening for me. And I was at that point referring to myself as a has-been that never was. And I thought, this isn't what I want for my life. And I distinctly remember one morning, I don't know how she was at the time, but my daughter, she was walking age. So whatever, like just kind of walking age. And I remember I said to her, Lucy, get your sippy on. You need to have some water. And then she went and reached up as high as she could possibly reach because my wine glass was on the piano. She went and she got my glass of red wine, brought it over to me, and she says, actually, Mommy, you need your sippy. Boom. And I didn't stop drinking then. And then there was another night, August 9th. See, I remember the date. I remember what I was wearing. August 9th, 2019. I had a night off from motherhood. We had childcare, and I was supposed to be going on a business dinner with a colleague, and we're going to go to the steakhouse. We're going to go on a fancy night. Anyways, he canceled, and so here I was with a babysitter. Husband wasn't available. And at that time, the only friends I really had, to be completely honest, that were living in my city were drinking buddies. And, it was late. I didn't want to call them. And I went to the place where my husband and I were married, a restaurant, and I got completely blitzed by myself at the bar, where, of course, you make friends at the bar with, So I did that. And I don't remember how much I drank, but I think it was nine drinks in, like, I don't know, hour and a half. Like, it was short. And then I went home, and I was a horrible human being to my husband. I think everybody who has been in any kind of long-term marriage or any kind of long-term relationship knows that our partners really bug us. That happens. But what came flying out of my mouth that night was so beyond acceptable, not acceptable, so beyond not acceptable. And sure, there was a grain of truth in there somewhere. But the only reason I behaved like that was because I was completely drunk. It was so bad that I thought that our marriage was going to be over the next day. Because, of course, when you wake up at the 3 a.m. shame game, hating yourself, add any kind of event to that, and it's that times like a million. And I thought my marriage was going to be over. And I still didn't stop drinking. And I said to myself, I know that happened because I was drunk. It is time to stop. And within 36 hours, I was back at the liquor store and about 2 bottles. So I didn't have what a lot of people would textbook call a rock bottom. Like I always said to myself that I didn't have a really big drinking problem because I didn't get a DUI. This is also one of the crazy things that I said to myself, you know. But so that didn't happen to me, but I lost a lot of things as a result of my drinking. I lost friendships, I lost jobs, I lost opportunities. And there's probably a bunch of other things that I don't even know about that I lost. And I just woke up one morning on January 24th, 2020, after a pretty average night out with a drinking friend. Where I got up in the morning, made sure I had my keys, because of course I wasn't sure how I got home, and made sure I paid my bill. Yeah, okay, I paid my bill and all the other things that you do. And I walked down with a terrible hangover in the morning to my kitchen, and I'll never forget it. I looked at this. Everything in my kitchen was the same. Nothing was different. And I looked at this teacup and I said, I hate that teacup. And I looked around and I saw the tea towel. I hate that tea towel. I saw the coffee machine. I hate that coffee machine. And I realized that everything that was coming out of my mouth was, I hate this. I hate everything in here. I hate it. And then I said, but I put it there. And then I had a moment. If I could put it there, I can unput it there. I never drank again.